Ghislaine Maxwell asked Trump for clemency, and if you're like me, something in you goes quiet inside the rage. Because is this just how the game is rigged always? But that feeling has a history, and the system has a structure, and the structure has been broken before. Let's talk about that word clemency. It comes from the Latin clementia, calmness, gentleness, mild. Clemens is related to lean, to bend, to incline. So the image of the word is someone powerful bending down towards someone beneath them. It's a gesture made from above. The word client actually comes from the same root. Ghislaine Maxwell is asking to become Trump's client. And that is not a new concept. Julius Caesar pardoned his enemies a lot. The Romans were so impressed that they built a temple to it, the Temple of Caesar's Clemency. But what did the pardons actually do for Caesar? Yes, they removed his enemies' political power and made them dependent on him, but more importantly, it established that the ruler's willingness to not destroy you is proof of his right to rule. The power to pardon and the power to kill are the same power. So it's a soft tyranny, coercion under the veil of forgiveness. The cost to the pardoned is their autonomy, dignity, independence, public allegiance. They become subjects. What does it cost Caesar? It costs Caesar his life. Because when manufactured loyalty becomes resentment, and it does, some of the men who assassinated Caesar on the Ides of March were the men he pardoned. But the cost that no one names is to the people harmed by the pardon act in the first place. The clemency is a transaction between the powerful and the convicted. The victim is not part of this equation, intentionally so. So what is Maxwell asking for when she asks for clemency? Because it's not justice. She's not asking for her case to be reconsidered on the base of its merits. She wants Caesar's clemency, i.e., I acknowledge your power over my life. I will declare your innocence publicly, and in return, bend down, grant me my life back. And that is not mercy. Because what is mercy? Jesus disrupted clemency as a performance of power. Mercy is an identification with the powerless. I was in prison and you visited me, Matthew 25. It is Jesus saying, I am the prisoner. God is not the one granting the pardon. God is behind bars. The cross costs God everything and the sinner nothing. And in return, by rejecting power, it destroys the throne. Not because Jesus overthrew Rome, but because he revealed that Rome's clemency is just pardon and execution from the same hand. In Maxwell's case, no one at this marketplace is seeing the survivors. Clemency is not built for them. It never was. It was built to negotiate between the sovereign and the condemned. The harmed are outside the room, and they always have been. So render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. The negotiation, the pardon that is Caesar's. And render unto God what is God's. The survivors who are not in this deal, the bodies that were harmed and neglected. There is no mercy in clemency, but there is mercy, and it doesn't ever come from the throne. I'm Connie Chen, here to help you deconstruct everything. My full Women in Scripture series lives on Patreon. The links are you know where.